Today on Ranger Command Power Hour. Hello?
Hello? No, you still can't. You still can't hear me, huh? Okay.
Zach.
Okay, fingers crossed. Hello? Hello,
If
hello?
you're talking, I can't hear you, buddy. This is going to make a great podcast. Oh, yeah. Hello?
I have no life.
I can't hear you. It's the same thing that's happening with Zach. Hello? Chris, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me? I will chat with you. I am here.
This is the worst.
I hear you. It says I am lay talking. Hello, lay. Hello, Mr. Eric. Mr. Eric, how are you? Eric? Eric. I can't hear Eric. That's a lie. I can hear Eric.
Can you guys hear each other?
Test, 1, 2. Hello,
I can't
hello?
hear any of you.
I can hear Zach.
Maybe it's me.
It's Eric, because I can hear you, Chris.
Eric, it's you.
Oh, god damn it. So it's on my end. I'll be back. I'll hang this up and you guys can leave it and I'll start again.
Just playing Power Rangers Dash while I was waiting for you to send the other invite.
Where's my phone? Oh, I just put it on the charger. Derp, it's right here.
That 30-day thing, where you, like, if you play 30 days and
Yeah.
you get, like, all these prizes, it's not 30 days in a row, it's just 30 days.
It also has a weird shift in day schedule. It counts a new day at 7 o'clock at night our time.
I actually bought that stupid $5 promotion thing.
I was going to, but I don't got any money
And
for it.
The S-grade Ranger that I got was Dino Steel Coda.
Awesome.
Nice.
Hey, Chris.
Hi!
Hey, buddy! I sent you the show notes.
Oh, crap.
Oh,
I figured...
I won't edit them this time.
well, good, because I only sent you to view.
Have you found the new keys yet?
No, and it's pissing me off. I'm OCD about them now because I managed to get all the other packs. So it's God, I need those.
I almost bought them on Amazon because there's a couple people selling them third party, but screw $50 for the Time Force key pack.
Oh, that. Another reason why I bought those Ranger keys was to get them out of stock at my Toys R Us. There's only a few left on the pegs.
I'll tell you right now, it doesn't work. As a proud holder of like 13 of these key packs each, I can tell you it does not work. They just keep restocking the same ones.
Oh, Christ.
You don't even want to know what my bill is this month. Ugh. Like everything I pre-ordered in the last 6 months comes out this month. Ugh.
Yeah, I think I'm going to owe Tom like a couple $100.
I owe him a couple $100 on top of a couple other $100 just for myself. Stupid Star Wars figure arts.
Oh, you're going all in on those?
No, I skipped the goofy-looking Anakin one. Or not Anakin, Luke.
What do you mean
Whereas,
goofy looking? He actually looks like...
He's got, like, the Mark Hamill haircut, and then he's got, like, the Nicolas Cage blowing in the wind haircut. And I was like, no. I would just laugh every time I saw it.
Well, I just thought of a much better version of Star Wars.
With Nicolas Cage?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, I was going to go to Toshi Station to pick up some power converters.
Hold on. I gotta tweet Jordan that one.
Oh, Lord.
New project. Instead of Mark Hamill Luke Skywalker, Nicolas Cage Luke Skywalker. Go.
No. And now on Ranger Command Power Hour.
Hey, it's the Ranger Command Power Hour.
Welcome to my nightmare.
Today on the Power Hour, episode 41, Rangers, Batty, and the Sun, recorded on May 8th, 2015. Welcome to the Ranger Kamen Power Hour on the Four-Eyed Radio Network. Some Ranger Up with your hosts. I'm Eric, also known as Trekkie B47. AP.
I think we lost AP.
I'm AP, also known as Secret Ranger Fan.
AP?
Problem solved.
I thought Tom was AP. Oh, Lord.
Well, she was here and then gone.
Let me invite her back. Welcome to Ranger Command, where we can never go an episode without some kind
We need our own technical difficulties music at this point. Like Little Spanish Fleet. Da, 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 da.
I've got a really good, Mexican song if you want it.
You mean the one from your... I love that. God, that was... Your Spanish intro. I never laughed so hard on your podcast, ever. That was fantastic.
The amount of outtakes it took to get that right was ridiculous, because I didn't tell Tom or Jordan what I was doing. I just said, don't laugh.
Senior Crunchback.
That was the last time we recorded till 3 days ago. March 26th was our last record date. Before that, it's February 15th.
Oh.
Talkin Toku coming at you once a month.
It's about quality, not quantity.
I'm screwed. We haven't been about quality or quantity.
Hey, AP, are you back? Hello?
Oh no.
What is going on? You know why? Because half of this podcast is about JDF. That's why everything's f***ing up.
Yep.
You need to insert his evil laugh right here.
Betrayed.
Mm-hmm.
Followed by one of his
AP!
No.
Oh, okay, thank God.
She just scoffs. Just ugh.
Okay, we
No,
were...
it kept kicking me off.
That's
Sorry.
right.
Well, kick your computer.
I
Take
can't
care of it.
do that. It's the only one I have.
Alright, we were doing the intro. So I was like, I'm Eric, also known as Trekkie B47, and then crickets, because you're next. and then Chris was like, and I'm AP. I'm
Trying to save the episode.
That's Tom.
Oh my god. Okay.
So take it from the top, or your part.
What?
Take it from your part.
Okay. I'm AP, also known as Secret Ranger Fan.
I'm Zach, also known as the Cinema Slob.
I'm not in the show notes. I'm reading the show notes. I'm just saying.
Chris, just go. God damn it.
I don't know what to say.
Oh god.
It's gonna be one of those today. And I'm Chris, also known as Kickback.
Yay! This episode is brought to you by Revenge Lover, illustration and designs that fit your personality. For samples and inquiries, visit revengelover.com. Hey guys. How's it going?
Hey.
Hello.
It hailed here not last week, but the week before. And now my car looks like 10 million people just decided to beat up on it.
Ooh.
10,000 midgets with very tiny fists just punching your
What
car.
the?
There's scratches on my hood that were not there before.
Are you sure it was hail and not something evil? It hailed outside. Now there's fingerprints. I was like,
Like an evil Green Ranger. But we'll get to that.
JDM's like, I'll show you.
Yeah, someone left just a green piece of paper on my windshield, and I don't know what that means.
And all that was written on it was...
No way!
to kill me, Eric. Oh.
Oh, God. Okay, so...
Look what you've done.
No way!
No way!
All right.
Oh, God.
So we've got one major piece of news today. So Global License Magazine released their May 2015 issue, and there's basically a 15-page article on Saban Brands, and they're also on the cover, because Saban Brands is celebrating their 5th-year anniversary. Partners like Cartoon Network, who airs Power Rangers in different countries, Macy's, they do the Thanksgiving Day parade balloons, and Shout Factory, they all have these congratulatory ads in this trade magazine. And I really thought the Cartoon Network one was really cool, because it's got different Cartoon Network characters in Power Ranger suits.
Oh, that's neat.
What?
Yeah, it's really awesome.
Notably absent is Nickelodeon.
Yeah, which is weird.
They're like, oh, you!
We're only doing this because of a contract. Yeah. So there was some interesting little tidbits. They interviewed Chaim Saban. They also interviewed Eli Deckel. The Red Ranger balloon is going to appear again in this year's Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Probably no surprise there, since they probably spent a ton of money on that thing. This is just a quote from Chaim Saban regarding the Lionsgate in the movie. He said, "The team at Lionsgate has a proven track record in launching global film franchises and shares our same entrepreneurial culture, innovative spirit, and expansive vision. They are the best partners to bring the Power Rangers brand to the next level."
In January.
Yeah. One of the interesting quotes in there was that this movie is to have, quote-unquote, a powerful impact over the next decade, with the potential to be a sequel-driven business. So if this first film is successful, they're going to ride this all the way to the bank. We essentially probably have another decade of MMPR.
Ew.
Woohoo!
Not if someone is like super driven and decides to hack the system, pull a Sony hack, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
That means JDF will be 50 years old, pushing himself to be in like the 3rd sequel.
Yeah, I'm finally old enough to play Zordon now.
Start whooping people with like a cane. Just be like,
Yeah.
start doing
Whoops, I crap my pants.
He'll be doing his Kias like between gulps of Metamucil.
We're gonna have Tom Don, aren't we?
Tom Don.
Tom Don.
Zordon Tom Don.
I would not put it past them.
How about Zormy?
That does sound more alien.
Also,
Intergalactic being Zormy.
It sounds like a cute little creature. Like, so, oh, look at the little Zormy.
I'm Zormy.
I'm Zormy. God.
You sound like the thing from Lilo and Stitch.
Or Hannah loves family.
Here are your power coins.
Okay, Larry, go.
And then one last interesting tidbit from this article was that PMC4 was attended by more than 10,000 fans last year, because I don't think they ever gave us official attendance numbers. So there you go. Thank you, Saban Brands, for giving us 5 years of mediocrity and turning it around with Dino Charge.
Just remember, if the movie pans out well and they do this thing for the next decade, that'll be longer than the first time they held the franchise.
No, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Go Power Rangers till it's not profitable, then dump it off on somebody else. Then buy it back when it's not profitable.
Well, if they go back to Disney, then we can have Marvel teaming up with Power Rangers.
That would be really cool.
Spider-Man with the Green Ranger.
Don't tease me with things I can't have.
Daredevil with the Power Rangers.
Well, there's your gritty reboot right there.
Yes.
Only if they call it Dare/Devil. Only way I'll watch it.
How could you make Daredevil even more gritty? Good lord.
Add a forward slash. That's going to make it more gritty.
/ make everything gritty. The next the Batman Superman movie is actually Batman / Superman.
We're so badass. We're Ranger / Command / Power / Hour / We're 4 times the badass. Okay. We got a lot of questions from Ranger Nation on Ask FM, so we're going to go through and answer them. These are all anonymous. Our first question is, what is your least favorite season of Power Rangers? AP?
Probably Mighty Morphin. Or maybe Zeo. Probably Zeo, actually. No, definitely Zeo.
Chris is slowly dying in the corner.
Or maybe Lost Galaxy. Basically, all the ones that other people like.
Nice. Oh, yeah, you hate RPM, so...
I don't hate it. I just don't get what the big deal about it is.
Chris, what's your least favorite season?
Probably Super Megaforce.
Yeah.
It actually surpassed Operation Overdrive because everything from the music to the acting to just the disaster that thing was, it's just... I'm shaking my head. It was just... When Power Rangers makes me dislike Power Rangers, I'm not saying Operation Overdrive was an amazing season or anything like that, because that was pretty crappy too. But that season, Super Megaforce, just felt like it was trying to give me reasons not to like it anymore. It's kind of like, oh, you think this is a saving grace? Well, hold on. Let's ruin this for you.
I second that.
Yeah, see, I was going to say Operation Overdrive, but yeah, now that you brought up Super Megaforce again,
See, we've all forgotten it because Dino Charge was so good for the first 8 episodes we saw.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we've completely forgotten it. It's kind of like, oh.
It's been completely out of my mind until you literally just said Super Megaforce. All the horrible memories came rushing back like some sort of amnesia broke, and I was just like, oh man, I hate that season so much. So yeah, Super Megaforce.
I'm going to have to echo that. I was going to say Samurai, but then you mentioned Super Megaforce. And
Super Megaforce makes every other season look amazing.
It really does. Mainly, it's my least favorite because of all the wasted potential. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to say that a Sentai series ruined a Power Ranger series, but in that case, I think it did.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, AP, how much you saw of Gokaiger, but I know Zach and Eric watched it, and it's just like you watch that and all the effort and care they put into all these little things, and then you watch Super Megaforce, and they're just like, oh, it's cheaper not to cut out the Sentai footage. Let's just use these new powers.
Yeah. Gokaiger was awesome, and
the worst part was there was so much other footage they could have used that did not have Sentai characters in it, and they just want to.
Like the 6th Ranger changes, or any of the other team changes.
I think their biggest missed opportunity, and this is way on a tangent, so I apologize, but I think their biggest missed opportunity was the Gokaiger version of the Basco storyline. A rival pirate, I guess, that has all the 6 Ranger keys and is able to make them all evil, and they have to fight the 6 Rangers. That would have been awesome.
That would have been epic.
You could have butchered that horribly, and it still would have been awesome.
That would have been something that Judd Lin would have done.
I definitely think so.
Yeah.
And the other thing was that concept of these evil Rangers that could be created. They could have even adapted that other crossover movie where they literally had to fight every single team with the Megaforce cast.
Oh, the Gokaiger versus Goseiger?
Yeah,
movie?
and you could, if they even cared to buy the rights, there was so much there that could have been used.
Well, they had all the extra heroes there, too. You had your Shadow Ranger, your White Mystic Ranger, your Red Wolf Warrior, your Blue Centurion, Magna Defender. They were all there for that.
And that's another thing. That's what pissed me off, that they didn't use that one episode with I'm that had all of those changes in there. And it was one of the few times that Gokaiger used those extra hero changes. And it's like, come on!
You had Cat Ranger in there.
Yeah.
Lauren Samurai Ranger. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta get off this.
It would have been awesome if they brought back Lauren and Jaden and used that double red change that they had. Come on now.
I'm depressed. Let's move on.
Okay. So, our second Anon asks, is there any advice for someone who wants to start their own podcast? I say pick a broad topic that you like to talk about. Podcast about something that you're very passionate about and are deeply interested in and can hold someone's interest for 10, 20, 40 episodes. Also, if you're going to create a podcast, stick with it. Don't fizzle out. No.
Sorry.
No, not you. No, I mean, yours is well produced and it's very enjoyable. But no, I mean, there's some people that try it and then they kind of just lose interest in it. Like, if you're going to do it, go all in and do it. Like, have a game plan. And another thing is, just record with friends.
Yeah, have a co-host or two to bounce off of, because if it's just you talking at an audience, it's really hard to get a good conversation going.
I'll throw something in there, too. I think one of the big things to look at and to remember is don't expect a massive listenership right off the bat.
Right.
You're going to have to work your way up there, and the only way to get listeners and to get an audience and to get people like interacting with you is to continually do it. Because people will eventually find your stuff. Word of mouth spreads. Believe it or not, it really does. So don't let your hits or your, how many downloads you get or anything like that, don't let that influence whether or not your show is successful. Because it can change in a heartbeat. Either way.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Don't forget to have fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Whenever I do these podcasts with you guys or, with my friend Aaron on the Starfleet Escape podcast, it's really just hitting record and talking with friends and having a good time with it. And I think that's the most important takeaway that anyone doing their own podcast should take. Just have fun with it.
Yeah, and one other piece of advice, don't try to compete with another podcast, because that will just ruin you. Yeah,
you can't be worried about what other people are doing in your genre, because it's all about you in the end, and you have to find your own voice. That takes time. Keep at it, and you'll develop a product that's good enough for people to listen to. And even if they don't listen, who cares? If you really want to create a podcast and get your thoughts out there, just do it.
There's a lot of crappy podcasts out there that are really popular, so that should give you plenty of incentive to
Moving on, what are your thoughts on the MMPR movie being pushed back to January 2017?
Good for them.
Yeah, good. I mean, we only just got a director confirmed, a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Give it time. Make it a quality film. Don't rush it and then get awful CGI like we had in the original film.
I am a little disappointed because it sounds like they're waving the white flag a little bit. Like, oh God, we can't compete with all these Marvel and DC movies. We're gonna push it to January because nobody. There's a reason there's no other movies coming out then. So that's a little disconcerting for me. But it's not unexpected. We all kind of figured that was going to happen since nothing had come out ever about the movie other than the release date.
Yeah, I think it's good that they're pushing it back, give the movie time to grow and have a really solid product. But maybe if they do a big marketing push, who knows?
It could be another Pacific Rim. Pacific Rim, I thought, came out in January.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And January is when all of the college students are on winter break. And if you think about it, people who are that age are sort of one of the demographics that you want to go watch it. Because, nostalgia. So
we should all take a trip and hang out with each other that weekend and go watch it.
I'm down for that.
It's far enough in advance I might get the weekend off. If I put it into work tomorrow, I might get it off.
That's a year and a half away.
I'm just saying.
Yikes. These next two questions, I have no doubt, are from the same person. Have you been watching Ninninger so far, and thoughts on Kamen Rider Drive so far? Me, I've only watched the third episode of Ninninger. I haven't gone past it. I haven't watched barely any of Kamen Rider Drive. So my thoughts are, I don't know.
I can answer those questions.
I
Okay.
can.
I would say on Ninninger, it had a really rocky beginning, and I think it's because there was two types of people watching that show. There's the type that were so hyped up and excited for it because it wasn't TokuNation
Mm-hmm.
that they ended up extremely disappointed when they discovered it's basically TokuNation but with ninjas. And then there's the group that refused to like it no matter what because it wasn't TokuNation.
Oh,
Like
Lord.
that divide exists, I've noticed on Twitter. Unfortunately, Sentai has taken a spin towards the younger demographic pretty severely. Like it's no longer just like maybe they are. No, they really, really are. Star Ninja in episode 10, which just came out, the subs just came out at the beginning of the week, looks promising to an extent.
Okay.
I like the character quite a bit just from the one episode, but it depends on what the story does with him.
Mm-hmm.
We were just talking about this on my podcast, which will get released probably in a year, but
Stick with it, Chris.
our question that we had for each other was whether or not we thought Ninninger was going to need a 7th or an 8th Ranger to keep people interested, because you're episode 10, you got your 6th, you got another 35, 6, 7, 8 episodes to go. Can this cast carry it? And we all didn't think the current cast on that show was strong enough to carry it. The Red Ranger is very weak acting. Like, he's always got these lines like, let's get fired up, but he's like the Troy of Ninninger.
Oh, God, now that you've said it, I realize it.
Like, if you guys ever watched Kamen Rider 4s, like, everyone hated Kamen Rider 4s. I loved it, whatever, but, like, Gintaro, the main character, the Kamen Rider 4s character, when he got excited, like, that fool was, like, over-the-top excited. Like,
Dude, I loved Fours. Fours is probably one of my favorite Rider series.
yes, me too. Same with Daigo from Kyoryuger. When he got fired up, man, like, he got fired up. This guy, like, just tells you he's fired up.
Yeah. It's the equivalent of, like, him just saying, I'm getting fired up.
And then he'll usually, like, make a facial reaction, and then they do a scene swipe. It's bad.
Right.
As far as Kamen Rider Drive, I did not like it in the beginning because I hate when shows do no overarching storyline. They just carry it between, like, 2 episodes, which is what Drive was doing. Here's a 2-parter, here's a 2-parter, it's what Kamen Rider did before 4s. No, 4s did it too, actually, I'm sorry. It's what they did before...
Wizard?
I didn't watch... Wizard did it to an extent, but it used to be like, here's a storyline that goes for 2 episodes, and then the next one, and then the next one. That's what Drive started with. But since episode 22, it's like an ongoing story now, like Gaim was a little bit. And,
See, I think Gaim set the bar so high for Kamen Rider that it's very hard to get past that in a way.
Well,
Just
I would
because
say
of the serialized storytelling.
Zach, you watched 4s, and you know in 4s, in the 20s, that show had the longest drawn-out, this is so boring, I don't want to watch it. Time was in the 20s of 4s. It wasn't until, like, episode 30 that it really picked up.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a middling there where it was just kind of like, okay, this is stale now, we need something to...
It would appear that Drive's little stale part was, like, episodes 1 through 20.
Yeah.
Because now 22 through 28 has been absolutely fantastic. I'm actually hooked on the show now.
Personally, for me, it picked up when Go came into the picture because he was so bombastic at first, but then, like, after a few episodes, it was just like, oh, Go's here, yay, okay, let's beat the monster, done.
Well, yeah, it fell into the typical trope of the secondary riders on Kamen Rider, where it's like, oh god, the main one's not strong enough, so we'll use the second one who is strong enough, and then a new power-up / toy has to come out, and so suddenly the secondary rider's not strong enough anymore. But with Drive, they just introduced a third rider, which was Kamen Rider Chaser, who is, spoiler alert, the good version of Machine Chaser, who was the bad version. And there's some interesting dynamics between Gao, the secondary writer, and Chase, the third writer. And then, of course, now we're getting into the backstories of who is Gao's father, who is Drive's father, and what horrible things did they do that, created the Roid Mudes and blah, 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 blah. So it's picking up. Plus, you're getting some new villains introduced that... I mean, the story's taking a dark turn. I think episode 28 ended like we're going to ruin his life and do the most horrific thing. And they want to take Gao, the common writer, Mach, the secondary writer, and like their plan is to basically somehow turn him evil.
Yikes.
Yeah, like it's pretty dark. It's Brain and this other Roid Mude, and they're talking.
001.
Yeah, 001, and he's just like, what's your plan? Well, we're going to take and use their own anger against them, and we're going to turn Go into a weapon.
Yeah, they're like, we need our ultimate weapon. And they're like, we'll turn Gao, we'll get Gao or something like that. So they're gonna try to turn him evil, I guess. I don't know.
Interesting.
So it's picking up.
Ranger Board tweeted out a picture this morning about like this new car. It looks like a Mustang that's black with all these blue lines on it.
So that picture you saw, I guess, is coming from. It's going to be in the Summer Drive movie. Called like Surprise Future or something like that.
Because that car looked amazing.
It's
Can't wait for the $400 figure art of that.
I'm gonna look it up because I'm curious as to what it is.
It's a movie car.
And AP, I know you don't watch Sentai and Tokusatsu, so boom.
Boom.
So boom.
All right. Next question. In terms of announcement by Bandai/Saban, what to expect at this year's SDCC? So,
should I answer part of that since I do know the answer and I just can't really answer it?
Well, if you can't answer it, I mean...
we can bleep it.
It's like one long bleep.
Okay, here we go. You have to bleep this, okay? You can just, Eric, you can bleep out the part after. You'll know which part to bleep out.
Okay.
So I can officially say that this year, Bluefin Tamashi Nations is going to release...
Yeah.
And that is confirmed. I just can't officially announce it.
So, Doug, I know you're listening. Your lips are sealed.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. We have a listener. Whoops.
No, Doug's a good guy. I trust him.
Yeah, Doug is good peoples.
But what can we speculate? That...
Patreon exclusive right there.
Nice! So, what do you guys think might be an exclusive for San Diego? Well, we already kind of know one. Their Loyal Subjects is going to have a translucent Jason Red Ranger figure.
That's neat. Did we ever get confirmation? What?
Sorry, Zach just blew it up. He's like, "Yeah, that's neat." Did we ever? Sorry.
No, it is neat. I'm being genuine. I was gonna also. Did we ever get official confirmation on the stuff that Raz found about the Legacy Blade Blaster?
That's Toys R Us.
Yeah, that's not San Diego.
It'll probably be revealed.
I was gonna say it would probably be revealed.
Or you can buy the gold-plated version at San Diego.
How about some metallic Imaginext figures? Those ugly little things.
I actually kind of want some of those.
The Fisher
They're
Price.
like 3-year-olds. Like,
I don't care. They look
there's
cool.
toys, and then there's toys. Like,
You're
What are you
getting
trying to
judged
say?
right now.
The Zords look cool. The T-Rex looks amazing.
I'm going to speculate, and I don't know the answer on Bandai, so it's not like I have inside info on that one. But I will speculate.
You sure? Patreon exclusive.
No, Bandai's actually pretty good. Like,
Okay.
they won't tell you. I'm sure somebody somewhere involved in Bandai will slip up and tell somebody, and it'll get exclusively announced somewhere else when it's actually on a website for anyone to go to. My assumption would probably be something Dino Charge related, just because you want to keep the whole gimmick going. So let's release an exclusive gimmick. So probably some legendary Dino Chargers, maybe, and then probably I really don't want to say a gold-plated Saba, but for the love of Christ, this would be the third one, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did. I would also imagine, actually, I wouldn't be surprised to see another movie morpher, whether it's Red, probably a Red Ranger movie morpher.
That'd be neat.
Yeah.
That would be cool. Oh, is TokuNation going to be at San Diego Comic-Con this year?
Yep, I'll be there. I'll be there Monday through Tuesday. Tuesday through Monday, sorry.
Don't sound so excited. Yeah, I'll be there.
It's a very grueling schedule. If you've never... Because I don't just go work for TokuNation. It's not like I go hang out and then be like, yay, Power Rangers, and I hang out at Bandai all night. I do work for toyarc.com too, so and they take pictures of literally everything. So we'll rush to get the Bandai stuff up and any Bluefin stuff that's out, and then literally just start hitting all the booths. So we'll get loyal subjects at some point, but we cover literally the entire freaking 2 football field long convention floor of toys.
Oh, yeah.
But yes, I'll be there, and then if they are doing any kind of meet and greet with the Dino Charge cast, which I would assume they would be because they did it with the Megaforce cast for 2 years in a row. But if they're doing that, then as a member of the Power Force, I'm pretty sure I can get into that one since I got into the last 2 without being a member of the Power Force. So.
Yeah, you lucky bastard. I hate you.
I'm gonna take the most epic selfie. I've already decided. I'll be going.
Selfie with Coda.
I'll be by myself because I'm not gonna have Jordan with me this year because he can't go because he had a kid or something. So since I'm by myself and the people going with me really don't give a crap about Power Rangers, I'm gonna have to do it all on my own this year. So unless someone's listening who's going to San Diego wants to be my +1 to a meet and greet with the Power Rangers, which this last year was. Oh no, it's fun because it's literally a one-on-one, and people, everyone's doing interviews. So these poor people sit on a couch and have to put on their smiley faces, and while these people are like, "Oh wow, the Power Rangers! Oh my God, that's so incredible!" Blah, 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 blah. What do you think of JDF? Stuff like that. So when I was there last year, and I just did a quick interview with them for Talkin Toku, I just did a voice recorder. I didn't actually take a video camera or anything, and they were like, "Oh, thank God." And they're just lounging on the couch, and they were so excited to get out of acting mode for their interviews and stuff. But yeah, you literally sit on the couch next to them and have a conversation.
It's awesome.
My goal is to take a selfie with, hopefully Claire's there because she's my favorite.
Aww.
So as long as she's there, I'll be very happy. But I'll take a selfie with all of them, and maybe we'll hold up a sign for Eric and for AP.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Just hold up a cutout of the yellow Lightspeed helmet.
I'll get a popsicle stick, I'm carrying carrying it around. I'll be like, "Have you met AP? Would you take a selfie with AP?"
I've got 3 of those yellow Lightspeed or yellow Go-Go 5 masks from Japan, so I could send you one of those.
We'll talk more. About this.
All right. And then our last question, thoughts on the recent JDF video, Tommy vs. Ryu? Well, that's what we're going to be talking about today. So Bat in the Sun released their super-powered beatdown of Ryu versus the Green Ranger, starring none other than Jason David Frank.
Yay.
So previously they did the White Ranger versus Scorpion fight. Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
That one?
Mm-hmm.
I vaguely remember that, yeah.
What?
I remember what was it, Scorpion got his head cut off and in the alternate version or something?
Not very Power Ranger-like.
No. Well, neither is this. So, did all of you guys watch Ryu versus the Green Ranger?
Nope.
I watched
Yep.
like 2 whole seconds of it.
I watched the
Not even
whole thing
Maybe we should all watch the whole thing.
together.
Like right now.
I've kind of been
Right now.
actively avoiding it.
Well, if you want to be on this podcast talking about it, we're gonna have to.
I can be on the podcast. I can just say, I didn't see it. Moving on for me. I'll let you guys talk about it for 30 minutes.
No, I kind of want to about it.
I'm looking it up right now.
Just because I haven't seen it doesn't mean I won't about it. I mean, hey, any excuse to about JDF.
I'm definitely going to skip the
Ask the fans.
the 3 minutes of Ask the Fans.
Let
Let me give you guys. Let me give you guys the link with the timestamp so we can all start it together.
Oh dear.
And God, one of the hosts, like in the red dress, just like shaking her booty or whatever. Like she's like, "Oh yeah, it's on." Ugh. God, I thought the hosts were so annoying.
God, you make it sound like they staged it or something.
What? All right, so
No, what I saw, Eric, was your comment on CM Punk's comment about JDF, and I liked it
oh, nice.
in that video. Yeah, that.
All right, so I posted the link
All right.
with the timestamp. So after 4 minutes of BS with the fans,
Oh wait,
then
you
it
got
starts.
to the point so we could see the girl in the red shake her tush before the fight started. I see what you did there, dude. Check out that chick's lipstick. Whoa, it matches.
Did we start watching yet? Or?
No, let's get to that point.
I'm paused. I'm just commenting. I didn't notice the redhead. I didn't notice her lipstick was the same color as the other chick's dress. Like she kind of looks like the Joker.
All right, we all there?
Mine's sort of like buffering, and now I've got a commercial.
Awesome.
Who dresses like that in a comic store?
No one.
No one.
Okay. I'm
All right, so
paused,
this is-
should I start?
Wait, hold on. We're all paused right now. So, guys, this is going to be kind of like a mini live commentary. So we're starting at the timestamp 3 minutes and 58 seconds because no one's got time for all the fan stuff. And all right,
we still have 5 minutes to go in this.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna hit play in 3, 2, 1, play.
That was embarrassing for me.
Yeah, I have it muted.
I don't have it muted. Their faces were embarrassing.
Oh, okay.
What horrible city do they live in where something like this happens?
Detroit.
Oh, interesting fact, this guy who's Vega actually played him in the Street Fighter movie from the 90s.
Oh,
So they
that's
brought
why
that
it doesn't.
Yeah, he does look familiar. That's neat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, green eyes, evil Tommy. Old 40-year-old evil Tommy.
Who's the chick?
Looks like a grown-up version of Clementine from The Walking Dead.
This would have been better if they had Ryu's music from the video game playing.
Oh, yeah. Uppercut.
Where's Tommy's green streak in his hair?
The Wizard World streak. Oh, there was our first Hadouken.
Nice.
I like the suit, I'm not gonna lie.
I do
Yeah.
like the suit.
Yeah, the suit's pretty cool.
I don't remember the Green Ranger being able to do that.
I don't remember the Green Ranger not having a cloth shield.
Yeah, the suit is well made.
That moment when a fan production's better than Saban.
Dragon Dagger and the Silver Stripe!
It's gold.
Silver and gold.
Where do you see silver? I mean, granted, it's like RPM shaky cam up in this, but I don't see silver.
No, the side streaks are silver, and the middle one is gold.
It's hard to tell from both the lighting and the jerky camera movement.
I will admit the choreography is pretty good.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of weak.
See silver. Boom.
I wasn't paying attention. I was watching this episode of Teen Wolf, apparently.
Yeah, now we got Dark Ryu.
Or is it True Blood? I don't know.
And for some reason, the Sword of Darkness.
This is my favorite part.
You mean the helmet exploding?
No, just his face. JDF's face. Like, that's his I really gotta take a crap face.
Yeah. That says my Orning Oat brand didn't kick in yet.
Stabbed him and exploded.
That was really anticlimactic.
What the hell does Welcome to My Nightmare Wing? I'm not watching how the fans voted.
Yeah, because it's rigged. Yeah, we're stopping it.
Why does he say Welcome to My Nightmare?
Because that's the line.
Should we watch the
says.
alternate ending and see what would happen if the other guy won?
I don't think they have that up yet.
I already closed the...
They don't?
I already closed it, too.
Yeah. No one cares. So the reason why he says "Welcome to my nightmare" is because that's the line he said when fighting the Tengus in the first movie.
When he was the White Ranger, not the Green Ranger.
Right.
So what the hell? Bat in the sun.
It's just a continuity nod, I guess.
So what? The Green Ranger powers were destroyed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that was certainly a thing.
It was just, like, really anticlimactic. Like, there was no... He just stabbed him and bam, done. Like, what the hell is that?
Generally, that's how a fight would end. Stab, I win.
Where's the sparks at?
This isn't a real fight, so...
No sparks?
You're right, it's less entertaining.
Yeah, so just all the myriad of in-universe problems, if this was going to fit somehow in the Power Rangers continuity, which it doesn't. But, I mean, the Sword of Darkness? What? Is this just evil Tommy?
I think it was supposed to be evil Tommy to counter evil Ryu.
I guess.
Or Teen Wolf Ryu, whatever the hell that was.
Production time-wise, apparently this was first announced in June of last year, and it was originally supposed to air in January before getting pushed back for 4 months. And for like a year, and this is what we get after all the hype and all the build-up, it's kind of a letdown.
Oh, didn't they have to refilm it because JDF broke his foot or whatever? And
I don't know.
they wanted to film some different scenes, and so they were like, "Meh."
Yeah, maybe.
I thought that's what I read, but I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, for what they were trying to hype it up as, it totally did not deliver in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
Felt like a fanfic fight.
Yeah. And, I mean, I thought the effects were flashy and they looked cool in parts. And the suit definitely looked good. But this feels like more JDF.
Welcome to my nightmare.
Welcome to my nightmare.
I challenge you.
I was kind of joking, and AP had the same joke, like, you know, Tommy's just paying for his PhD in back alley illegal street fighting.
Yeah. See, it totally fits into continuity with Super Mega Force.
Rita offered him a ton of money. She offered him a ton of money to help pay off his loans, and he would get the Sword of Darkness back in return, so, you know.
It's like, Where did all the Power Rangers go after they left the legendary battle? Now you know. Tommy's picking fights with people in street alleys. Andros is on meth. I mean, it's,
because of that wonderful Machine Empire meth going on.
Well, it's cocaine.
He's on meth and making YouTube videos.
Oh, God. So, any other thoughts, Zach? You really haven't commented a lot about it.
My summary, my comments could all just be kind of strung together in one coherent.
That's my line.
No way!
No way!
Yeah. Am I interested in seeing more Jason David Frank? No way.
Did I think this was a good short? No way.
No way. That's just one big I can't. I have no dog in this fight. I don't care one way or the other who wins or who loses, but yeah.
I appreciate the nostalgia, but make it go away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm starting to get to that point where it's like nostalgia just makes me more
Hate everything.
apathetic. That's the perfect.
Hate everything.
What's that word? Hate everything.
I like to imagine that's AP's just like default mode. Hate everything.
I think it's her default mode. Come on.
It is definitely not my default.
Remember, I thought you were going to say it definitely was.
No. Who do you think I am?
I'm going into this new episode of Chicago PD. Hate everything. Oh, it ended up being all right.
Oh, God.
All right. So we asked Ranger Nation, what did you think of the Batty and the Sun Green Ranger versus Ryu fight? On Twitter, Kyle at Deadpool_Ranger said, I liked the fighting, but I didn't like the outcome.
Scott Sandler at DigiRanger1994 said, ditto, the upgrading of the Silver Stripe was cool and all, but it still felt unlikable.
Well, here's the thing. The Silver Stripe, after all that that JDF did, from it being on Super Mega Force, in this production, they have the Silver Stripe. So what the hell? That's my big thing.
Doug Sloan was like 13 years ahead of his time when he added it in Dino Thunder.
Oh, God, yeah. Zach, the next one.
EB at EB_Twit said, didn't watch it. Tired of these fan debates because someone is always going to get butthurt. Also, Tommy's participation is in clear violation of all of Zordon's rules.
It totally is. Yeah, let's kill this dude.
Yeah.
And let's fight, and, well, not unarmed. I mean, he had pew-pew laser blasts, but I don't know.
You say pew-pew laser blasts?
Yeah.
No.
Pew-pew. AP at Secret Ranger Fan said,
Ooh.
I am so glad the Green Ranger won. So glad.
Leonardo Talavera at LRTB_3 said, Ryu is a favorite, and he definitely held his own, which surprised me. But no surprise that my boy Tommy won. Hashtag Team Tommy. You're killing me, Leo. Tommy's suit design really grew on me. The silver stripe bit was really cool. Dark Ryu's appearance kind of surprised me, and all the better for it. The fighting was really good in this episode, which isn't always the case in a Batty and the Sun production. One small gripe for me, though, was why did Vega and Ryu look like Mexicans? I guess you can't always find the right actor, especially when you are a small company like Batty and the Sun, but it just didn't feel right. I was like, T.O., you finally crossed, LOL. I don't get that. Overall, it was one of Batty and the Sun's better fights. It was well done, and I actually thought Ryu was going to take it. It's kind of funny they mentioned why did Vega look like a Mexican when that's the guy who originally played him in the Street Fighter movie.
Yeah. And I mean, technically speaking, Vega was Spanish.
Yeah.
He came from Spain. He was a cage
Eric.
fighter.
Yeah.
As a somewhat native speaker of Spanish, I'd like to elaborate on the part you didn't understand.
Yeah.
So he says, I was like, Tio, you finally crossed, laugh out loud. Tio stands as uncle in Spanish.
Oh,
So he's saying,
okay.
he was like, Uncle, you finally crossed, like the border, laugh out loud.
Oh. Okay, now I got
So
it.
he's kind of like, Uncle, you finally crossed.
All right, that was pretty good.
At Carrie Clan said, not even going to give He Who Shall Not Be Named the view. Always found that series to be ill-informed anyway. P.S. If you want a good X versus Y show, watch Death Battle.
And
Or
we'll
epic
have
rap
all-
battles of history.
Yeah.
Yeah. Epic Rap Battles of History is awesome.
It's pretty epic.
Rap battles. That's what we need to do. Epic Ranger Rap Battles of History.
Nope. Not need that.
I'll do it.
I'll
Do it.
Just
I'll
like
do it right now.
Oh, God.
RJ Sills, Chabro77 at Anime Redneck 96 says, Ryu almost kicked Tommy's ass, so it's a close enough win. Oh, and the silver stripe was sweet.
Christopher Evans at Chris Evans 17 said, for all the hype JDF gave it, it was disappointing. Why was that suit okay and the silver stripe wasn't? Why did we have to kill? JDF says, this is Saban approved, but he kills Ryu, whatever. That bothered me. Yes.
Yeah. PR Generations at PR Generations says it was okay, I think, that there should be more fighting and less debating on who is going to win.
Mark at Bozo Robo said, yeah, it was JDF, which sort of put me off, but visually it was great. Morphs like that in the MMPR movie would fantastic.
In the MMPR movie, would fantastic.
That's what it says.
Good job, Bozo.
Ryan Cox at Ryan Cox 20 said, I thought it was just okay. I liked the Scorpion versus Green Ranger better, though, but no more of these, please. I think you mean the White Ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dom Falance at all new TPIR said, like the suit. The rest was, eh.
And then we have an anonymous person, Chris, who said, Jason David Frank fully put on display why his acting career never took off.
Smiley face.
He did have that, like, Beverly Hills Twins show after Power Rangers that, an MTV Undressed, but after that, it just didn't go anywhere.
On Facebook, Eric Ovina said, the fight was alright, kinda confused by the sort of darkness showing up. Could have sworn it was destroyed. All around it was good, my only complaint is the suit. And the silver stripe showing up when he uses the dragon dagger? Nope.
Nope.
I like the Silver Stripe. I don't care what anyone says.
I like it too.
Yeah, I liked it in this case, so.
Alright. So Vince Areola on Facebook said, for me the choreography was cool. Some of the special effects were not bad, but I felt the time they spent on it really felt no different than the other super-powered beatdowns. Other fan film types did a much better job in my opinion. Also, I had a feeling like I was eating mozzarella sticks when I heard the cheesy lines.
Nice.
In all honesty, I would have preferred a Green Ranger versus Ryu and leave out the actual actor, kind of like how do for the others hire someone else to do it. I felt like it was more about himself than for the fans. I liked the Dan Southworth Street Fighter versus Tekken fight much more. Effects were more impressive and the fighting was better. Side note, I might have sipped some Haterade Zero when I posted this, haha, you all rock.
I'm glad he went with the calorie-free one, because
Does it taste better? It tastes better.
I had to go with the
Different
sugar-free
flavors.
version.
Yeah.
How about we talk about theoretical matchups between Power Rangers and other characters?
Ooh. Well, now
Like
I'm going
if-
to have to think about this.
Like if they were going to make a beatdown with a different Power Ranger and a different character, like no matter who it was, who would you like to see?
Ziggy, the RPM Green Ranger, versus Bugs Bunny.
Yes.
I would like to see Shadow Ranger versus Detective Hank Voight from Chicago PD.
Yes. Yes. That would be hilarious.
It's not necessarily Ranger related, but I want my Kamen Rider Drive Flash team up.
Ooh.
Let's see.
How about
Mine
Dana
wasn't.
from Lightspeed Rescue versus
Versus Zach.
Yes.
I think we all know who looks better in that outfit. Thank you very much.
Oh, wait, we already had that.
Yeah, and Zach won, so.
I just gotta bring some extra rags. It's fine.
Oh, God. No, but seriously, like Dana from Lightspeed Rescue versus Brett from Chicago Fire. I think that would be
Oh, okay.
that'd be good. I think that'd be good. Be hilarious, but
Battle of the Paramedics, go!
I was gonna say Kamen Rider Zangetsu Shin versus the Arrow.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Ooh. And they're both, like, slightly green colored.
Which is the important part.
And Arrow just tells him, "You have failed this city."
Oh my god, that makes sense!
The other guy would be like, "Oga," and then they'd fight.
That is the worst Japanese impression.
Absolutely, hands down the worst.
You're welcome.
how about
You know what? I'm gonna run like "You have failed this city" into that Google Translate into Japanese where it speaks it.
oh, do it now.
Awesome.
Do it now.
Do it now.
Do it now. Oh,
Now.
God.
I'm doing it right now. I'm doing it right now.
We're killing time.
In the meantime, how about Carter from Lightspeed Rescue versus Severide from Chicago Fire?
Oh, nice one. I like that.
Yeah.
And that's how
They both have to battle an epic fire and then
Shimai.
fight each other.
Yes. And somehow Severide develops like actual powers to shoot fire out of his hands, because you know this is super powered beatdown, so they all have like these weird powers we've never seen before.
Oh yeah. Severide shooting fire from his hands.
This doesn't sound as cool as you would think.
Not even remotely, especially because the Google voice is like a cute Japanese girl. Yeah.
Or she's like, "Anata wo kono toshi na shuiba shimiyashita."
Yeah, like she's adorable. It doesn't work. We need like
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna play it. Hold on.
Yeah.
I like put my headphones up to the walkie. Sorry.
It's okay.
あなたはこの年に失敗しました。
Yay, you have failed the city!
It's the happiest you failed city you've ever heard.
yeah.
Oh my god. So more ideas.
Apparently that translates, by the way, to "Have you the city you have failed?"
Wow.
Okay, actually, Doug rang in on Twitter. He sent us a direct message at Ranger Command. He says, Coda versus Sabretooth from the X-Men.
Yes.
That'd be neat.
Yes.
That would be awesome.
How about Dylan from RPM versus Cyborg?
Ooh,
There you go.
okay. Like Cyborg from DC Comics?
Yeah.
Nice.
Andros versus Pelican.
It's just so horrible. Oh, God.
Coda versus Encino Man.
Oh, no!
Two cavemen.
And on that note,
Brendan Fraser?
Let us know what you think. Have questions? Email us at rangercommandpowerhour at gmail.com.
Not done yet.
Or check us out at rangercommand.com.
Wait. Mad Max versus Dylan. Both from...
No.
Cole from Wild Forest versus George of the Jungle.
Another Brendan Fraser!
Yes.
Why not get Rick O'Connell versus what's Mac's dad's name from?
Dr. Hartford.
Yeah.
Okay, we are now starting a trend. Power Rangers versus various Brendan Fraser actor movies. So who would go against them? Oh, here's one. Okay, so we'll do like Vita from Power Rangers Mystic Force versus Bedazzled. Brendan Fraser in Bedazzled. I don't know.
I'm trying to think of Brendan Fraser movies.
I don't know who would fight him. Actually, I guess you could go back and you could use Cole again and have him versus Brendan Fraser in Furry Vengeance.
Oh.
Red Mystic Force Ranger versus Brendan Fraser in the movie Inkheart.
I'm trying to think of one to go with the Mummy, and I can't.
Oh, let's see. This one would be...
Well, that's the one I said. What's his stupid name?
Mac Hartford's dad.
Andrew Hartford.
Andrew Hartford, there you go.
Yeah.
Versus Brendan Fraser in The Mummy.
Hey, they're both world-traveling explorers.
So I don't know who would fight him in this movie, but it'd be pretty epic. Somebody versus Brendan Fraser in Monkey Bone. There's also a monkey with bananas, and the catchphrase is "Get boned."
Wow.
Oh wait, he could fight Sergeant Silverback from SPD.
God.
Oh man, do I have one hell of an episode graphic to create?
Okay.
Who else do you want to kick Tommy's?
Let's see. The Gold Zeo Ranger versus Brendan Fraser in the movie The Twilight of the Golds.
Could our episode graphic just be a picture of Brendan Fraser?
Hey, did Ranger Command have an interview with Brendan Fraser? It has nothing to do with Power Rangers.
Wait. Captain Mitchell versus Brendan Fraser as Dudley Do-Right.
No, Ninninger versus Brendan Fraser.
Yes, Ninninger!
That's Dudley Do-Right.
And Zach can provide the voice.
For both of them.
That was your cue to do it.
Nope, not even. Not even a little bit.
Alright, I must go. Dinner awaits me now.
Well, thanks
for having me on.
Yes, it's always a pleasure.
I always enjoy ruining your show for your listeners.
Maybe we'll see you again soon.
I know. Maybe our paths will cross sometime soon.
Don't think that this is over.
It was nice to have you over.
I sense there may be something interesting happening in our future.
Days of future past. All right, Ranger Nation, let us know what you think. Have questions, email us at rangercommandpowerhour@gmail.com or check us out at rangercommand.com. Whatever. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, I can't stop picturing Brendan Fraser.
And that's how we fade out the episode. You've been listening to the Ranger Command Power Hour, only on the Four-Eyed Radio Network. You can catch a new episode every other Saturday. Find us on the Morphing Grid at www.rangercommand.com. Follow us on Twitter at RangerCommandPH and like us on Facebook.com/RangerCommandPowerHour. This is Truckee B47 from the Ranger Command Power Hour, and you are listening to the Four-Eyed Radio Network. Ranger Command is now on Patreon. Become a patron by pledging as much or as little as you like every month and receive cool perks. By pledging, you are helping us make our show even better. Go to patreon.com/rangercommandph to learn more. Thanks.